Hi, this is Jason from Tribe-16. Today we're going to talk about shocks. So during the shock rebuild process, you're wondering, well, what does that mean? What do we do? This is what the inside of a shock is going to look like on one that can be rebuilt. This is a reservoir shock. If you look close, you'll see the main shock body, and then you'll see the reservoir. What does a reservoir do? Well, this shock uses oil through these little valves in the piston, and it slows the flow of the oil down, which in turn slows the movement of the shock shaft, and that's where you get your damping. There's a lot of little shims in here that control that. Also, there's holes in the pistons that control the flow through the IFP, which is an internal floating piston, and the actual piston in the shock. So in this reservoir, you're going to have oil on the shock side of this piston, and you're going to have nitrogen on this side. You always hear about nitrogen in your shocks. People think, well, my shock's low on nitrogen, I just need to have it topped off. Well, generally that means that nitrogen went somewhere, and it either comes out of this Schrader, the O-ring here, or in worst case, it bypasses this seal and it mixes with the oil. What that does is introduce air where there should only be hydraulic fluid, and the piston no longer works. The valving doesn't work. It's not supposed to move through air. It's supposed to move through hydraulic fluid. So then your shock becomes really spongy, really bouncy, and when we go to rebuild it, it causes a giant mess, but we'll go into that some other point. But that's the internal workings. So as this piston moves up and down, this one will also move inside. That's why they call it a floating piston. It's not on a shaft, it's not fixed. It moves as the hydraulic fluid moves in and out, it follows it. And the nitrogen charge is there to keep pressure on this, and it also compresses the oil to help raise the boiling point. If the oil boils, it introduces air, and then you have your cavitation again. If you found this content helpful today, give us a like and a subscribe. And if you're ready to make some modifications to your vehicle and upgrade your shocks, give us a shout, either give us a call, an email, or reach out to us on social media.